The following video, no, the following audio and video was shot with a cell phone propped on a box. And for those who might take issue as to the informational merits or the entertainment value of this video, and therefore would like to cause emotional or physical harm to the producer, good luck with that, and please do not butt in line. This little camera was made by Sears. When it came in for repair, had the typical issue of a jam shutter, between the lens shutter issue, but before it could be repaired, needed to open the film back. It's like, okay, how does a film back open? After doing some research, as this camera had never been seen before, or a style of this camera had never been seen before, the Tower 51 came in a right-hand version and a left-hand version. This is the right-hand version. No, this is the left-hand version, because advanced lever is on the left side, so that makes it left-hand version. It works now because it's been repaired. It's a double advance, nice smooth release, but the film door is the stump the camera repairman moment. Typically you open the rewind knob up on a lot of cameras to get the film door open. Advance is usually on the opposite side of the rewind knob, but that is not the rewind knob. That is the counter dial. The rewind knob is actually on the same side as the advance lever. And it even says film rewinder right in the middle of that. But it doesn't say anything about how to open the door. But as typical, you lift up on the rewind knob until you feel it kind of engage, and then you turn it clockwise, and lo and behold, the film door pops right open. Kind of tricky. And then it's got the directions on how to load the camera right there on the inside the film door. Doesn't do you a lot of good when the film door can't be opened because you don't know how. But anyway, so with the film door off, we'll look at the counter. The counter does not reset when you open the film door. It's reset by turning it counterclockwise to 0 or 1, and then you would load the film by advancing the spool, turns and loads the film. This is what actually turns the counter, the sprocket, but has nothing to do with winding the film. Spool winds the film. Alright, so to close the back, it has a little notch in the film door. Engage that into the groove of the camera housing, and then once it's engaged in the groove, well, that's because I have it upside down, it won't go. Turn it over so the writing goes up, and then you engage the groove. And lo and behold, that didn't work because I didn't get it in the groove. Good grief. Stump the camera repairman some more. And then that fits in the groove, and the door snaps shut, slick as a whistle. Okay, so as far as the rest of the camera, the focus is pretty typical at the back of the front lens housing. The aperture, adjust it down here with this little dial. Shutter speeds, front dial ring. That's all typical. It's the advance lever that's unique. Pretty cool. Nice little camera. Fun to shoot. At the beginning of this video, it was claimed that this was a double advance. Well, it wasn't necessarily the beginning, but close to the beginning. This is a double advance. Well, it could be a triple or quadruple advance. It just keeps advancing after the shutter's cocked. That is because what actually stops the advance is the counter sprocket. So that winds, but the counter sprocket doesn't turn until it releases it. Then it's going to turn again, and the film's going to stop each time it's wound. Should be one advance. So we're going to load a roll in there and see what happens, so it can be demonstrated. Okay, I load of film. Stick it in that slot, don't you think? Should work. There you go. It actually loads pretty easy. Wind it once. Whoop. Put the rewind knob down. Now wind it once. Okay, looks good. Engages. The door on. Close it. Set the counter to 0. Wind it once. Yeah, one advance. And look, you can see the film's turning. Very clever. Okay, so it is not a double advance, or a triple advance, or a quadruple advance, or however many times you can advance it when the film's not in the camera. You advance it one time and release it. Perfect. So then we want to rewind the film. So we lift up on the dial and we push this button on the bottom. Hold in while rewinding film, it says. So if you try to rewind in the typical direction, it wants to open the film door. So you can't pull up all the way on it. You just have to leave the rewind dial down low enough that it still engages the film and rewinds. Kind of awkward, actually. Oh, no. It isn't awkward because you can flip the advance lever out like this so it clears your thumb so you can rewind it. Man, isn't that cool? This camera just has more secrets than James Bond. Alright, so now we got the film rewind. Open the door, and it is rewound. Perfect. Close the door again. Make sure the writing's facing up. Got the groove. Close the door, snaps it shut. Believe me, getting into the shutter was far less trouble than trying to figure out how to load the film. But it really isn't that hard. It's just different than your typical camera. Very cool.
Thank you for watching. Inspired? Check back for new video postings.